So, is Top Gun Maverick a worthy successor to the original Top Gun? Is it better than the original film? Let's talk about it. Okay, so I just returned from seeing Top Gun Maverick, starring Tom Cruise at the local View. Quite a filled auditorium, considering it was like lunchtime I saw it. Now, I have to say, we did have quite high expectations going into this. Watching the trailer, it looked great. There was a great mix of action, a great mix of chemistry, you know, with the characters, and I have to say it holds up through the film. Now, this is a non-spoiler review, but it kind of follows the same path in a way as the first film. A teacher is assigned to train a lot of pilots to go on a mission. That's not where I'm going to leave it, because I'm going to dive into a little bit more of the film without spoiling it. Of course, Tom Cruise is back as Pete Maverick Mitchell. He's a bit more seasoned, but he hasn't really progressed too far up the ranks. We also have John Hamm from Mad Men, as well as Ed Harris, and also the brilliant Miles Teller as well. So the first 15 minutes of the film is sheer nostalgia. I'm telling you. If you don't get a bit teary-eyed from nostalgia of this film, then you're watching the wrong film. And the film is just over 2 hours. It's about 2 hours, 10 minutes. There's a new batch of pilots that come into the film that need to be trained for this mission that they're going for. And I've got to say that really pays out. Those new recruits all have their own characteristics. You got kind of an Iceman kind of character in there as well. You also have a character with a familiar name. So if you're fans of the first film, then you're going to love this. We also have Jennifer Connelly as well, who's come in as the kind of love interest to replace Kelly McGillis. Now, Jennifer Connelly's character Penny, although she wasn't in the original film, the character was actually mentioned in the 1986 film. The aerial stunts are fantastic, breathtaking. The music, if you love the music from the first film, you will love the music from this film. All the familiar tunes are there. As I say, the action is fantastic. The aerial cinematography is beautiful. There is comedy in the film. It's kind of like one-liners, and it is delivered perfectly. So it's never outplayed. It always gets a laugh, whatever the line. There were people in my cinema laughing. And I've got to say, the last act in this film is actually quite breathtaking and exciting and air-punching, and kind of reminded me of the Death Star attack at the end of Star Wars. I know you probably can't think, what are you talking about? But believe me, it kind of gave me those vibes. But there is a lot of action, and it's just a really, really great sequel. We very rarely get really great sequels that live up to the original film. This is the film that Independence Day Resurgence wished it was. You know, this film, Independence Day Resurgence, kind of like took the characters from the first film, took the aliens, took the situation, and they just said, let's just make another film. You know, just throw the familiar stuff in there. We'll just blow shit up. Whereas this film, Maverick, takes everything from the first film, wraps it up, and loves it, and keeps it warm. I know, what am I talking about? And it cherishes it. It respects the first film. It builds upon the first film, and it is just a perfect sequel. And for anybody that was wondering, is a particular character from the first film in this film, let's just say that it was handled beautifully. There wasn't a dry eye in the house, in the cinema. And yeah, I had a tear both sides. It was emotional, choked up. And even the ending of the film was really emotional and a satisfying conclusion to the film. And it was just a thrill ride for the whole 2 hours. So try and see it on the biggest screen you can. I never got the chance to see it on IMAX, but our screen was super big with loud sound, and you really need to see it on the biggest screen you can. So yeah, I love Top Gun. I have always cherished Top Gun. This is the second best Top Gun film now of all time. Maverick, I can't believe it actually outdid this. Yeah, Maverick is a perfectly paced, loving, nostalgic summer blockbuster. Absolutely. You know, you might like your DCs and your Marvels like I do, but this is a proper popcorn summer blockbuster, which we don't really get that often. So there we go. So that is my little review, sharing my thoughts of Top Gun Maverick. How would I rate it on a scale of 1 to 10? 10. 10 out of 10. Absolute perfect film. A perfect sequel to a great 80s classic. Fantastic. So there we go. So that's my thoughts on Top Gun Maverick. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like it by giving it some thumbs up. Blah, 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 blah. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share. And I feel the need to go to the toilet. So I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.